December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls. Y'all know we got Music Monday, which y'all know I'll be back live again on Music Monday. Pretty much this is Sold Out, man, where we talk pretty much sneaker talk, sneaker news, upcoming releases, you name it, man. And definitely been doing this for quite some time now. So again, I want to say go ahead and sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up, where we continue to sneaker talk, music talk, you name it. Definitely a lot more, probably music talk just as much as sneaker talk. I feel like it goes hand in hand. So again, as y'all come in and out, smash that like button, man. It really means a lot. I want to say, go ahead and say salutes to Dunks, man. Hopefully he gets his camera issues worked out. Dunks, you know what's up, to hit me up whenever you're ready to come back into the live. But other than that, man, I'm going to just say tonight's topic. I want to go ahead and get into that. And then I also want to talk just not the shock drop, but just the drops we had this week. Even though it's been like a quiet, subtle week, I'm not really mad at it. And especially for it to be a nice, soft rollout for holiday season, and I feel like we're gonna get a lot more drops as we come into that. So but tonight's topic is VF stock surges after selling Supreme. So I'm gonna put that in the question marks here. So as you know, that company actually used to own Supreme, and they sold a joint. So I want to do just a quick update on that, because y'all know I've been kind of keeping my eye on that as well. And then sneaker stores looted after the LA Dodgers game, right? Okay, after they pretty much won the series, to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to credit kid down in the comment section, because the one thing I want to say, even though we have a sports section over there, I don't really keep up with the baseball side of things in the sports section. Not that I hate baseball, it's just that I ain't even gonna pretend like I'm that longevity person. Now, you hit me with another sport, maybe so I may debate you. And then also we got Nike adds more people to the new team, pretty much, now that we got a new president over there. But it looks like we got other people that's getting promoted as well. So I want to touch on that topic and see how that's going. But other than that, I will say, I guess what Dunks will cover is the Air Jordan 14s, right? They came out today. I seen that the video actually took off, got some traction. Did you guys cop? How you guys were feeling about them? Now, I'm going to say this. Comfortability on those guys are A1 steak sauce. You know what I'm saying? But at least I'm talking 14s in general. But I will say I didn't cop. But if they do restock, or they get another batch or something like that, or if the price can drop a little bit for the kid, I may add them to the collection, because I don't hate them, and I gave you guys in the video kind of the history of what I kind of knew about them, right? So this isn't the first time seeing those. It's kind of like a timeless sneaker. So it definitely holds longevity for me. I was surprised to see a lot of people actually show out for these, but then again, I'm kind of not. You know, maybe the OGs really just stepped back out, especially now with times the cop sneakers are a lot more easier compared to like 2020 to 2022. You know what I'm saying? Those were some tough times, and that pushed a lot of people away. Almost pushed me away too. So, but we'll dive into tonight's topic. I'm only gonna be on this joint for like an hour. Again, as y'all come in, smash that like button, sub up. Really means a lot. And then also, I want to say that I will talk upcoming sneaker releases towards the end of the live too. Even though we don't have much next week we got a little bit of some, but nothing too crazy. But I will talk that for sure. But I think I'm gonna start right off with. I guess you know what. I'm gonna start off with the sneaker stores. No, we're gonna start off with the VA stock joint. I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna start there because I got a couple topics I want to like touch on to that, and then like pretty much how their stock is going up, even though Supreme isn't there, and then we'll close out with the Jordan Brand stuff. Other than that, yeah, man, this should be a smooth, like, light stream. I'm only gonna be on for an hour, so this should be pretty chill. I'm just kind of relaxing. Nothing major going on to the best of my knowledge. I've been watching a little bit of college football, but y'all know that already. But again, let me share my screen. Let me get things prepared. I didn't do a survey or a poll, quote unquote, for the 14s because I didn't know it was going to be moving like that, but apparently it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people actually showed out for those guys. So I want to just say, hey, salute to the people who caught the W because that really, really, it's always good to catch a W, especially for retail. Even if you see them go in the outlets, this, that, and the third, it's still always going to be that, like, what if factor, if you ask me, right? Okay. But, yeah, so let me get ready to share my screen. Y'all bear with the kid. I'll start with a couple articles I got up here. So it says VA stock is surging despite the selling of Supreme, and I got a couple other articles to back that up, and then we'll pretty much just be chilling. I don't got too much other major topics going on here. Again, salute to Dunks, but let me share my screen real quick. Boom, should be sharing the screen. You guys should be seeing what I seeing. Says VA stock is surging despite the selling of Supreme. Now, keep in mind, I want to say, like, you know what? Yeah, they own a lot of people, and I think they have this in the article real quick, and it's just like a quick little article, but it says, like, VA Corp, the parent company of Vans and the North Face, which, ironically, today, I didn't do a mall vlog, but the kid had to run some errands, and I didn't intend to go into the mall, but I ended up going into the mall, and I'm like, bro, I see why I don't really come here unless I really, really got something to get. And ironically, what I was supposed to do, it was my fault I had to show up in the first place. But anyway, not taking shots at our malls because they actually are pretty cool here, but still very unique situations. But VA Corp, the parent company of Vans and North Face, released the Q2, which is the Q2 financial results, and they're pumping. On Monday, VA stock surged on Monday after the company announced after they anticipated revenues and swung to a profit. So I guess things have been down, but they finally back where they want to. I ain't gonna say where they want to be, but they're starting to see numbers go back up, which is a good thing as far as like a company or an investor. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this, what I'm learning is these people have a lot of investors, and that don't mean necessarily like they own the company outright all the time. I'm not saying they don't or they do. I don't know, but a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we really, really don't really know about, to be fair. It says, our results in the quarter met our expectations and reflect a sequential and broad-based improvement in the year-on trends. At the same time, we made further progress on our relevant priorities, and we are on track to reach our previously announced $300 million savings target by the end of fiscal year 2025. It says FY25, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that stands for fiscal year, said Bracken and Darrell, president and CEO of VF Corp, in a statement. So pretty much looks like they set a goal each and every like fiscal year, and if they're meeting it, so it looks like they're going to meet it. So he's like, okay, cool. Even if they fall slightly short, still the closer you get to it, the better. But I'm not saying they did, but obviously he works there. I don't. So I want to just put that out there. It says this news coming after the company sold New York skate legend Supreme to Escort Luchada for $1 million, which I'm pretty sure me and Dunks had covered this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can open up in a different tab because we'll cover that as well. Because think about it, this company doesn't own Supreme anymore. And to be honest, I don't feel like this is the second time that Supreme's been sold. I want to say it's more like the third time, but don't quote me on that. Right? Okay. It says following the completion of the Supreme departure, says on October 1st in 2024, we delivered our complemented to pay down the VF $1 billion term loan due December 2024, Darrell said. He says, our American regional platform is fully operational and showing promising signs. While the performance at Vans is improving, in summary, we advance our turnaround plan towards a return to growth and strong, sustainable value creation at the VF. So pretty much he's speaking very strongly and highly of what the company is doing. I think that, hey, he's the businessman, not me. So obviously you can see some things that we normally don't see. Looks like we got Slayer in the building. Says, what up, big bro? J100. What up? What up? What up? Just on live, just streaming, man. Chilling. Not much going on, man. Pretty quiet week for the most part. We did have those 14s drop. I'm not mad at them. But yeah, just chilling. He says, as always with the chill live. Yeah, man. This isn't one of those like I don't know, how should I describe this? Like when I go live, man, I'm just chilling. It's like I want you to feel like I want it to feel like, to keep it 100, I want it to feel like we just in the crib or out and about somewhere, just kicking and having a one-on-one talking sneaker talk or music talk whenever I go Music Mondays. Point blank period. And I don't feel like that's too much to ask for. But yeah, smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. It says, for the third quarter, the VA Corp, our expected revenues are around $2.7 billion to $2.75 billion, representing a decline of between 1% and 3% year on year for Vans in popularity. VF are looking to re-versatile the iconic SoCal brand in the United States, making the first step by hiring ex-Lululemon CPO Sun Coley as the global brand president. So they're going to make some changes over there. And looks like once they got Supreme, from what it sounds like, right? And I could be wrong, but it sounds like they're saying like Supreme was almost kind of like felt like dead weight, bro. Supreme hasn't been hot in quite some time. And yes, people do still check for Supreme. However, right? For the most part, I don't hear too much. We still get a little bit and I post the stuff like when they see the Supreme Air Force Ones restock, post it, no reaction. I actually have seen them in person. Some people got them at work. But for the most part, Supreme, I don't know what made them fall off is the question. Probably what I should be doing the live on if I'm going to keep it 100. How did they get to this point where it's like, okay, cool. Supreme was once that, like, the thing you wanted at one point was a fresh pair of Yeezys and or Off-Whites. Which, if you had some Off-Whites or some Yeezys with Supreme, you were that guy or girl, depending on how you want to rock it. So what kind of happened? Is it kind of one of those is like, because it was a trend and now it's faded? You know, that's my thing. Who knows? We got Manny with the kicks in the building. Says, Europe, what up, Manny's? What up, what up, what up? Smash the like button as y'all come in and out, man. But, yeah, I don't know what happened to Supreme. And while they're not completely out of business and people's, the thing is, what I see is people or investors still keep seeing a potential in them and saying they could do something, or maybe, hopefully, when they get it, stuff will just go back on the up and up, and we'll just go like, all right, we'll snap out of what we want to buy. It's my thing. Supreme, low-key, I don't know what really made them pop off to begin with, other than that box logo, you know, and I don't want to be mean about it, but that's just also thought process for it. Let me read through the rest of this article, then we'll get through what the CEO actually has said, because I got a couple other articles on that as well. Let's see. For the third quarter, VA Corp is expecting revenues from around, read that point. I think I read that. It says around $7 billion to $7.5 billion, representing a decline, and the 1/3 read that is for a particular VA Corp. We read that part, making its first step in hiring. Okay, yo, so we read this whole article, and then we'll go to the next one, because I'm almost positive I read that joint, so I just want to make sure we're covering it all the way. And in this one, I'm pretty sure I covered where VA Corp just sold Supreme for $1.5 billion. So keep in mind, they're not owned by the same people anymore, so hence why maybe this is why VA Corp saying, like, hey, things are on the up and up now. You know what I'm saying? It says, following news, VA Corp were putting Supreme on the market. It's just been revealed that the eyewear group, and I'm going to say as Laura Luscata, has acquired Supreme. So they've been brought by like a eyewear company. Now, can the eyewear company get Supreme back where they're supposed to be? It's going to be very, very interesting. I will say we have seen some stuff where it makes us check for it. Like, I will say Tyler Creator, that collab, I remember that. That was actually pretty decent over there. I'm pretty sure it did its thing. What's the recent one I actually most bought? I want to say Not the Andre 3000, but there was another one that I actually copped too that I actually really, really liked too. So when they have those public figures, I remember they did an NBA YoungBoy one, so that was kind of cool. But I think that was with the previous company. But if that stuff like that, it's the thing with Supreme. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down is they're pretty much like a fad, bro. Like no disrespect. You know, like they're only as good as their last hit. So they got to really come out every week to stay successful. And it's a gift and a curse. Because other than that, I'll ask you a question. Are you or is anybody checking for Supreme unless we got a super duper fire, like either it's going to be a box logo or an actual collab? Is anybody checking for a Supreme at that point? You know what I mean? So that's my thought process on that. I'm trying to think the last joint I actually copped, and I can't even think of, the Biggie Smalls and Jordan joint. RIP to Notorious B.I.G. But yeah, that's a dope one. That's going to move. That's going to get people's attention. And even still, I feel like it sold out, but it wasn't like an instant sellout at that. If we're going to be fair about it. If we're going to be fair. You know what I'm saying? It says, Francesco Miller, hopefully I'm reading that correctly, chairman and CEO of the Escorta Escada, told WWD, we've seen the incredible opportunity in bringing in an iconic brand like Supreme into our company. It perfectly aligns with our innovation and develop journey, offering a direct connection to the new audiences, languages, and creativity. With its unique brand identity, full direct commercial approach, and customer experience, and a model we will work to preserve, Supreme will have its own space within our house brand portfolio. Complement a licensed portfolio as well. They will be well positioned to leverage our group's expertise, capabilities, and operational platform. The sale is set to be final by the end of the year. So this article was from 2024. So pretty much that means like obviously they own it now. And as you can see, probably what this means is VA Corp is pretty much, it's no longer, they've washed their hands. There's nothing else they have to do to make sure that this new company that has Supreme needs to be successful. So I got a couple. I'm not going to read this whole article because I'm almost positive we covered this joint. So I'm going to speed through this real quick. Like I said, I'm only going to be on for an hour or two. I'm not trying to like rush you guys off or anything like that. So this is just like a quick little chill joint. But this is the VA Corp CEO Bracken Darrell makes his turnaround case to Wall Street. And then we got the Investors Day situation as well. So I want to read through this one real quick. This article is from October 31st, which to the best of my knowledge, that should have been yesterday, right? Okay, at the time that we're shooting this live. If you're watching the playback, I appreciate that as well. But it says, right, VA Corp President and CEO Bracken Darrell says, Bracken is ready to start making some promises. A chief executive officer of the embattled VA Corp, Darrell, has been headed down for a narrow as yearly and a half at the company, working at a stabilized operations and finances. I'm going to say that correctly. It says, this ongoing project, but it's shown enough progress that Darrell was all ready to start making his case with investor meeting at the heart of capitalism at the New York Stock Exchange. So they're trying to get some new investors is what I'm getting from this. And he's going to make them some deals, we got the dead weight off of, and I don't know what he said. So this is all a legend and opinionated base. But if I had to guess, it's like in so many words, hey, we figured out why we was being held back. We took care of that, AKA Supreme. Let's do business. Let's make some money. We got plenty of ideas. But with you guys' help, we can take it to the next level. And again, I'm no businessman, and it's probably not how it went down, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it went down. But it says Darrell told an analyst in attendance at the VF would get back at 10% operating profit margin over the medium term. Divine Photos in the building says, good evening, Polo. What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. Just chilling. Just a real smooth vibe, man. How you been? How's everything? I see you guys have just been kind of chilling. This has been kind of a quiet week, but I'm not mad at it, man. Not mad at it at all. Let me get through the rest of this article real quick. It says, Darrell told the analysts in attendance at the VF would get back to 10% operating profit margin over the medium term, up to 5% last year when net losses tailored $969 million. That will bring in the Vans, North Face, Timberland project back towards the 13% operation margin seen in the physical 2019 and 2020 year. Ironically, because I was in the mall today, man, I think it's kind of weird because I know we have a Vans store and I don't think we have a Timberland store, but I know there's stores that sell Timberland. I'm not knocking it, but I feel like Timberland is for like a select audience. Vans is too, but I mean, it's still doing its thing. But it's always unique and smells like different. Like, I feel like it's hard to get the scent out of my like nose whenever I hit these malls, man. Especially if I go inside of some of these places that have like a actual like Vans and they have all that. And it's crazy how that's all owned under like one roof. But then again, I'm kind of not surprised because that may be kind of like a common thing here. So let me read through the rest of this article real quick. Definitely gonna be on this run for like another 30 minutes. We're moving at a nice, steadily pace. It says the CEO received technology maker Logitech and the Old Spice and other brands earlier this career. Oh wow, I didn't know. I know they had Old Spice, I think, but yeah, this brand has a lot going on under its roof. It's not just Vans and it's not just like the two brands that we named up top, right? Okay, so them losing Supreme, I mean. I feel like this. If they got Timberland, Vans, and then there's a lot of other companies underneath there that we don't realize it, them having to cut off what we consider basically like the low-hanging fruit. Hey, man, you know, you guys, it's getting harder and harder to carry you guys each and every year. And if, again, keep in mind, this is not my first. I don't think this is the second time that. I know this isn't the first time that Supreme has been sold. So I'm gonna leave it at that right there. The CEO has received technology maker Logitech. To the best of my knowledge, those are the people that make like, I remember having like a Logitech mouse and stuff like that. So probably telling my like age and or how much of a nerd I am. Old Spice and other brands earlier career. Also looking to reassure investors. Let me just make sure we good real quick. But yeah, man, like we, it says, as scary as we turnarounds look, I've been at a lot of them, Darrell said in an interview with the meeting. Ditto for VO with the VA's leadership team, which has seen dramatic turnaround during the short tenure. So pretty much they've seen a lot of different changes over the times, and that's what you want to see. You know what I'm saying? Just for the record, let's see. Let me see. Let me see real quick. It says, we're not sitting around, and this is the turnaround experience. Says, we're not sitting around here shaking. He said, we've been here before. We're executing play. It says, there's no guarantee what has happened, but I'm very excited about the business, very excited about the team, and excited about the process. We're going to turn the things around and then turn them into the growth into the company. So pretty much, from what I'm getting from it, hey, we cut off the heavyweight. We've turned some things around. We kind of get back on the up and up. And that's what a company wants. To be honest, I don't think a company, they obviously don't want to see stuff go down. But, and like, where I'm at with this real quick. So it's like, it says pretty much what I get from it is you don't want to see things go down. You want to see things go up each and every year. So even if you stay plateaued, that's more of a win than a loss. But even in the company's eyes, they're like, if we're plateaued, we're not really doing something. We need to make changes, but we need to also make changes for the better. So it's always a gift and a curse with a company, I feel like. But it says investors like what they saw in the promises that the VF was going to get back to some of its old performances. Shares of the VA rose in as much as 6.4% on Wednesday before settling back to gain a 9.9% at $22.26. It says the trip from the company Denver headquarters to Wall Street was kind of coming out partly for VF, an effort to establish a new relationship with investors. During the meeting, Paul Vogel, who joined VF as a chief financial advisor earlier this year from Spotify, which I'm gonna be honest, Spotify is kind of like my weapon of choice for music listening. I gave Apple Music a chance, but Spotify is really kind of just my weapon of choice. So ironically, if those people, this is my thing, and if I'm not mistaken, Spotify is one of those, it's the bigger, out of all these streaming services, they're doing better than the rest to the best of my knowledge. I'm not saying much more better, but they're doing, like, Tidal, we don't even talk about anymore. I never had it. And if I only think about it, it's really Apple and Spotify. It's kind of how I really look at it. I'm not saying there's other streamers, not other streaming services, because if you think about it, we have, believe it or not, and I hate to admit this, but there's people that use Pandora Music still. Not me, but I'm not gonna put my business out there, but just know that I know there's people that use Pandora Music still. Why? I don't know, because I haven't used that. When I tell you I haven't used that since like a long time. And then also there's one more. We got what's the orange joint? I can't even really think of it right now. And I'll think of that one. I use that more so if you want to put music on there, if a place just to upload music. A lot of careers were actually discovered on the platform as well. But let me see. I don't even know if I don't even got the joint no more. I had to look it up because I don't even sign into the joint no more at all. But ironically, I do used to use it on it frequently. So when it comes to me, I'll think of it and I'll put it out there. Let's see. Kwame says, you checking in from work, what's good? Okay, yo, checking in from work, what's good? What up, Kwame? What up, what up, what up? Appreciate that, y'all. As y'all coming out, I'm gonna see if I can see what that streaming service is, but I don't have it. I know I don't have it on my phone anymore because I ain't never used that joint for real, for real. That's why I didn't really keep it, because there was really no point. And me, I'm the type where I consider myself a minimalist, but at the same time, I know it's kind of hard to really, what am I looking for? It's a streaming joint. I can't even think of the joint. It's the orange joint. It'll come to me. It says, the trip from the company's Denver headquarters to Wall Street was kind of coming out the party for the VA effort and established a new relationship with investors. SoundCloud, there we go. Appreciate that, Robert Williams. Appreciate that. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I was struggling. But yeah, SoundCloud, right? Like, it's always done its thing, but I don't put that on the level of like a Spotify or Apple Music, you know, but it's definitely I feel like it's like not like a knockoff, but it's like YouTube version for people who do music, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? That's the nicest way I can put it. And I don't want to sound like I'm dissing it, because the stuff that you hear in the intros and stuff in my videos, the background music, I got it off of SoundCloud. So SoundCloud definitely is a space. I want to put that out there. I don't want to sound like I'm hating. Looks like we got No Hype in the building with the salute. What up, No Hype? He says, I mean, it's a Saturday. This is true. Robert Williams says, I got Tidal. Okay, yeah. And let me clarify this. I know some people who got Tidal too. I couldn't get jiggy with it, but a lot of people, I will say this, when Jay-Z was really, really pushing it, the way they marketed, they sold it to a lot of people, you know? I was like, man, I'm not paying. My thing was, I wasn't paying Tidal, Spotify, and Apple Pay, all these joints. Now, I used to have not Apple Pay, but Apple Music. I used to have Apple Music for free, but yeah, long story how that got in. And it wasn't even involved with another person. It's just involved with my cell phone company, but they used to offer it for free. But it is what it is now. Things change, obviously. Let's see. Devon says, Polo, I seen that the Nike Dunk COJP in person, and gotta be honest, the leather is dope. So the quality's there. So you saying you're a cop is what you saying. You a cop? That's what I'm getting. No Hype says, Saturday lives are the best, Polo. I mean, yeah, because I'll say the thing about doing lives on a Saturday versus doing it on Mondays and Wednesday, I can't go in all the way because I got to get up the next morning, most likely for the gym and then work. But like now, you know, worst case scenario, if I have too much fun on this mother trucker, if you catch my drift, guess what? I can pass out tomorrow and it's going to be all right, you know, as long as I wake up. I don't got no set schedule. That's why I can really loosen up on this joint, man. But let me get through the rest of this article real quick. It says, during the meeting, we read that part. It says, during the meeting, Paul Virgil joined VA Corp financial officer earlier this year from Spotify, said the company will be able to work its way back to 10% operating margin by focusing on, and these are the key points it's going to focus on, cost savings, which said not one to exercise, but an ongoing goal. Already, VF is on track to cut $300 million in costs this fiscal year. Optimal flexibility and less debt. The philosophy was influenced on capital allegations or allocations is the word I'm looking for. Decisions, he said, continued revelation in the organization, and then he says an internal and external transparency. No hype got the skulls on it. Hey, don't do that, man. Don't do that to me. But yeah, man, I get it, y'all. I get what you're saying. You can tell how my energy is on a weekend versus through the week. And that's it. That's all we saying. I have to micromanage. That's the best way I can put it out there. Says the forecast is limited and designed to help VF keep the promises to investors. Vogel said the company can help its plan even in absence of sales growth. It says, this is simply saying we believe we can reestablish a healthy, solid foundation even without growth, he said. So when growth returns, we will realize even more instrumental benefits of profitability. But I want to be clear, we believe we should do better than this. So that's the thing. He's saying we're going to get back where things used to be, where people want to invest and we plan to do better. But he said it in a more company voice, if that makes sense. You know, how I wouldn't say it, and probably why he's the businessman and Polo's probably not. Let's shoot through the rest of the article real quick. It says, the path back. It says the VF decline came in bits and pieces over the number of years, sped along by debt taken to buy Supreme for $2.4 billion in 2020. So they bought it in 2020, and think about it, they're selling it 4 years later. You know, and I'm pretty sure I've covered that as well. It says that bet was unwound this month with that bet pretty much was unwound this month with Exerlo acquired by the Skate brand, which is like, I thought it was a glasses brand, so apparently it was a skate brand too for $1.5 billion. But we did kind of already covered that part, so everybody's kind of on track of keeping an eye on this company stuff. Robert Williams says they got sizes on Foot Locker right now for the Jordan 14. Hey, low key, if I can use some points or something, I might cop though. But the reason I didn't cop, and I keep it 100, I like them and I want them. But at the same time, the first was Friday. All low key, I'm just making sure all the bills taken care of first before I make moves. Just to keep it real. Let's see. The company is reinventing rapidly. This year, VA installed Sun Clo and a global brand president of Vans, Carolina Brown as a global brand and president to the North Face and more. So let me read through the rest of this real quick. It says, it says Brent Heiler, a chief people officer, told stock analysts at the meeting that the 12 of the VA's 16 top leaders are either new to the company or a new role. Even from the VF lost its way, Hinder says that no new team is clear and aligned on the company's key values, including the importance of growth, mindset, simplicity, and winning together. If those values were close, Hinder said, we brought them back and they'll stay with us for the long term. While the company has been careful to keep looking forward during the turnaround, the Investor Day produced a fair bit of introspection and several looks back at the vent wrong. We took what we made, the VF, I keep saying the VA, but it's the VF, and that's Divine who put that out there. So we appreciate that as well. So I'm going to read through the rest of the chat real quick. Let me get through this article real quick because I want to make sure I do transition on to the next topic as well. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you as well, but I do appreciate you guys being active. I'm going to transition. After I read this article, I'm going to transition to the Los Angeles riot situation. We'll see how that goes. It's because we know who won the, we know who won the series, and we'll just keep it there. Don't want to offend anybody. Because I saw how heated it got in the sold out Discord. Shameless plug, by the way. It says, we took what we made VF a great, really, quite honestly, a plug and play operational model and let each other brand team create their own model and to create the product and bringing them to the market, Hyder said. We also didn't have the right to leaders in place to involve it. He said, so instead, we're just creating a standard VF way that's allowing us to drive faster decision making and reducing selling general and administrative expensive as we go along. Says the design process, not the design itself, will standardize, helping the standards learn from one another and establish the smoothest possible path from idea to execution. During the presentation, Darrell said VA became solided, fragment, and potential. Says we're here. Says what am I looking for? And effectively, he said we could see that the extreme of the problem in our most area of the world, the Americas. So pretty much they want to improve things over here and make it better from what I got from it. Says our home market where our performance lagged in the rest of the world of the years. We've held back on brands and regions and as struggled against each other and didn't learn from each other. It wasn't their fault, he said. We built a leadership system and we approached the allowed and even fostered it. In future, our multi-branders list will become a superpower. So pretty much he's saying he's making the brand seem like they're gonna have a lot of say so, is what I'm getting from it. Reading through all that. Let me hit the chat real quick. Divine says Jordan 14s are still sitting at certain sizes. Okay, cool. That's, I'm not mad at that. I wouldn't mind having a pair. I really would like a pair, but I would like to see them at, slightly cheaper to be 100. So I'm going to put it this way. If once the bills go out and I see how everything is, I may add them to the collection. I don't see why not. I mean, it's an OG colorway. I like them. They're dope. Y'all see what I did when it came to those foam posits, the Royal joints. So, I mean, don't be surprised if I pull up and do what I got to do. But I'm just trying to play it by ear right now. They did way better. To be honest, they did way better than what I anticipated, if I'm going to be 100. No Hype says, that's exactly why I passed. I'm a broke boy at the moment. He says, won't let you add to the cart of Foot Locker. Okay, cool. So, I understand, man. And I ain't saying I'm a broke boy. I'm just trying to spend wisely right now. But I get it. I just want to make sure all the business taken care of. To be honest, and I'm going to speak for myself, sneakers is not a priority for me. As much as I do sneaker content and I love sneakers, my bills and how I live and making sure I eat and making sure my family's straight first, And that's probably everybody else's priority, Making sure you taking care of business first. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of having all the dope sneakers if you ain't got nowhere to live? Point blank, period. And that's just how I look at it, and that's my thought process. Says, heading into the pandemic, the company was widely seen as a powerhouse portfolio of the brand's backing of a rock-steady supply chain. Even if VF had a tough quarter, its stock tended to hold, and investors gave the company the benefit of the doubt. This is true. During those times, I think their peak year, I would say like 2017, 2016. What I would like to see, though, or what I would like to get my hands on, which is probably not going to happen, is the Supreme and the Louis Vuitton collab. That was one of my favorite ones of all time. It says, now, even while the company is on a better footing financially, there are still doubters or questions about how VA will pull the reinvention. So Darrell came to investors to explain, which I'm not going to read through all this real quick. We'll just get through this. It says the risk. Pretty much he probably broke that down to them. And then pretty much, it's not much more to read on here, but we'll see real quick because I do want to make sure I cover the other articles real quick. It says, during the interview with WWD, he also revealed more than his personal philosophy on the turnarounds and how to turn the business around into a growth machine. They focus not just on the revenues, but the brands and capabilities of the people. He says, let's just talk about the individuals who work in the company. He said, most people want to grow. That's what we keep involving our skill set. They want to keep learning more. They just want to grow, be better at what we do, even be better at people if they can be. So pretty much that's what he's saying. He wants to be a better company, and he's trying to make it seem like it's all about the company at this point. So that's what I'm getting from that. Let me transition to another topic real quick because there is another topic I do want to talk on real quick for the last like 15 minutes, and then we'll talk upcoming releases as well. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream real quick. Let me put myself back on the main screen. I just want to make sure that I'm covering everything that I want to cover as well too, because sometimes you can kind of get right into this because there is more Nike sneaker promotions as well. But I want to cover the looting that kind of happened real quick in Los Angeles real quick following that one, and then we'll close out as far as like Nike's next little moves, and then we'll call it a day. So let me share my screen again. Boom. Also kind of helps you guys with being easy on the eyes, having different angles. It says Jordan store in Los Angeles looted following the World Series win. Now this was from October 31st as well. I'm going to read through this one real quick. It says several arrests were made in Los Angeles on Wednesday night in connection with the looting of the stores following the Dodgers' victory on the New York Yankees in 2024 Major League Baseball, which is MLB to the best of my knowledge, World Series. News of the incident was first reported ABC News last night. According to the LAPD on X, a hostile crowd had formed near the intersection of the 8th and Broadway last night and began looting on the stores in the area. In the video shared by ABC 7 Christie, a group masked individuals appears to be stealing sneakers from the Jordan flagship store located at 622 S Broadway. Hopefully I'm not giving out too much public information, but I'm just reading the article as you guys can see. It says, we have reports of looting at several stores in the area of the 8th and Broadway. Please stay out the area. If you are on the street or adjacent to the intersection, leave the area immediately. Follow all officers' orders, LAPD wrote on X. And it's crazy how that's X is pretty much Twitter, but I guess they're not going to say formerly known as Twitter anymore. I guess they're saying like, hey, people should be getting it now. Says the chaos continued on the streets of LA with several vehicles alleged in flames as seen in the image below. Says in a tweet from LAPD Central Division, the authorities confirmed that the arrests have been made in connection with the looting, but specific details weren't disclosed. So this is what we see right here. I never understood why put other people's cars on fire, man. You know, some tells me these people may not even have anything to do with it. What's the point? Like, that's another thing. What's the point of looting? I get it's supposed to like make a statement, but what statement are they trying to make? Like, this is my thing. LA Dodgers, y'all won, right? So why is this going in LA? So I'm assuming that most likely these people aren't locally from there. I can see where people going crazy in the streets, but I wouldn't be surprised these people are. I would assume they're not LA Dodgers fans. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That's what I assume. They're not a big fan of LA. But don't quote me on that. I don't know who did it. Let's see, looting at night. And I'm going to see if I can play this real quick. Hopefully I don't get too flagged for it. But if not, YouTube will probably have to have me like probably cut it out. No Hype says, won't let you add the car. I read that one. So let me see if I can play this real quick. Let me see. Okay, cool. I got it on mute. So let me see if I can play real quick. Just get the audio. Probably shouldn't do this on stream, but I'm going to do it anyway. So this is basically showing people doing whatever they want to do. Okay, that wasn't too bad. There was no music, no real crazy. So this is only 18 seconds. Let me run it back just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? And I like how it starts out with no audio. So it's probably a win. Let me see. But there's nothing really going on, though. Let me see if I can cut it up. Now, looting to me, and I'm going to look up the definition, right? And I think that's pretty much it. This is another one right here. We got another video. See if I can play this one. So they got different angles. Wow. Interesting. The other one's only 18 seconds. This one's like 40 seconds long. This is crazy. I'm going to look up the definition of a looting after this. Like, looting, I want to look it up to make sure I don't sound completely, like, slow. But this is very interesting to see people do this. Just, oh, wow. Yeah. Mentor the Kick says, them 14s flew out the shelf this morning. I'm surprised, bro. I'm surprised. I'm gonna look up the definition of looting because I don't want to sound like a complete idiot. I kind of low key already did earlier. Whenever we saw that Jeffrey has come home and Jeffrey, and I put Jeffrey, like I can't, it bothered me. That's why I went on I didn't have to say nothing in the Discord, by the way, but I went on and said, I'm like, you know what? Hey, everybody drop the ball every now and then, but let me look up what looting is real quick, which I'm pretty mean is like pretty much stealing and destroying a property is what I get from it, but I'm gonna look up what they got on Google's just for the heck of it real quick. Loot says steal goods from a place typically during a war or riot. So I'm assuming they wasn't happy what happened with the W for the game and they went looting. But this is the definition I got for you guys right here. Devon says safe, fair use. Definitely fair use. It's weird. I feel like you should, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I feel like you shouldn't have to say that. Like, my thing is this, I'm just trying to keep it simple. But I feel like with no real major stuff going on, I feel like that's fair. Because, I mean, it's just on randomly on X. But then again, with YouTube, you just never know. But appreciate the advice, Divine, because, I mean, yeah. There used to be somebody used to post what I used to say, like the fair use joint in there, the whole actual saying, and then I would read it because they know I'm going to read the whole chat. That's probably what I probably need to look up. Manny says, they ran off with a Travis Scott Jordan 1 low and the new Jumpman Jack. Oh, wow. Did not know that. That's crazy, bro. So, pretty much this is a different article, what I was just kind of covering. But I'm not going to read through this whole one right here, even though it's not really that long. But, yeah, man, I want to say, I'll read this last part because it actually has what the value is. The other article didn't have what the value is, but it looks like this one has what the value may be. And I do want to kind of cover that. It says, and this was not just that sneaker store. This one, it was all over LA and California, apparently. It says, a surge of retail crime, while particularly revamped in California, has plagued retail stores across the country. In January, Los Angeles police arrested a suspect in connection with a large theft of Nike products that were delivered to the location at the Hawthorne, California on Saturday. According to the police announcement, detectives and Nike's global security detector uncovered thousands of pairs of stolen Nike shoes, clothing, and unique prototypes amounting to about 5. So this was different. This was earlier. So they just talking about other stuff because this obviously stuff like this isn't the first time stuff like this has happened. What we gotta say, you know what I'm saying? Where we at, Devon says, you can play the video. All you have to do is play a few seconds, pause, and when given commentary, then play it again and make sure you commentary. Yeah, true. You can do that sometimes, but I think, honestly, you have to do like a 30, you can only play 30 seconds, then do your thing, 30 seconds. After that, it's pretty much they're going to flag it. It just depends. But I mean, to be fair, it's always a gray area, man. And to be fair, one thing that, I don't know if you guys noticed, YouTube and them change the rules each and every like quarter, bro, it feels like. And I don't want to go into too much of a rant of it, but certain, like, I'll say this. I had a video, like, it was my second most watched video on my channel. YouTube them, and I had it up for like 5+ years. 5+ years. Randomly, I get an email, and they hit me with, hey, yeah, we deleting your video. It doesn't meet the qualification, this, and third. Like, you broke this rule. Like, you're not affected. But I'm like, hey, man, people were watching this video. It, obviously, if it hit, like, it had hit up there. Like, it was the second most watched video. I felt some type of way, but what could I do? And so much so, I was like, well, let me download the video, because you can download your own video off of YouTube. And I was like, I'm going to fix it, and this and the third, I'll figure out what's wrong with it. They deleted it so much so, it's blurred. I can't even download it no more. And I don't have the original footage because it was so old. Bro. Yeah, I feel some type of way. But anyway, I'm going to let it go. Devon says, always say fair use. This is true. So let me transition to the next topic real quick, and then we'll talk upcoming releases and get on up out of this thing real quick. I do want to cover the Nike new executives on here, Ann Miller, and it looks like a Rob Lanyard to key roles. So I do want to cover this article real quick, and then we'll get on up out of this thing. It says Nike has made 2 new appointments to its senior leadership team. The swoosh on Wednesday announced it has promoted Ann Miller, Nike current executive vice president and the chief legal officer, to the role of EVP Global Sports Marketing. An 18-year veteran of Nike, Miller takes over the role with John Schlusser, who is retiring from Nike after 26 years. So he's taking over the role. So a lot of people are leaving Nike, and we got some new changes. So looks like Nike wants to get back on. That was a big hit for them going down, so they want to get back where they want to be, even though they're still technically financially the top dog, even though people are gaining on them, but I get it. It says the appointment marked the latest leadership shift from the Nike, which welcomed Elliott Hill as its new chief executive officer earlier this month, and possesses a unique blend to athlete mindset, deep legal expertise, and exceptional leadership. Her appointment is a testament to the value shoes bring to Nike. Yeah, to the statement that she brings to Nike, and said Hill in a statement. So this is probably some people he probably promoted, since this is probably changes by him is what I'm getting from it, the new CEO. Says, I have the utmost confidence and will inspire, innovate, and push the boundaries of what's possible and continue to make a lasting impact on our business and the world sport. It says, in her role, Miller will continue to report to Hill and will help grow Nike's portfolio of athletes, leagues, and federations. Says Miller will also integrate athletes into the brand's newest innovations, products, and storytelling. Her hiring comes shortly after Nike announced that it's extended its apparel and uniform contract with the WNBA, the NBA, and the NBA G League, and it looks to cement its presence in key sports like basketball, which I covered that as well. So you guys aren't surprised to probably see that. I'm going to cover this last little part of the article, and then we'll talk upcoming releases, and we'll wrap things up here for a ride coming at the hour mark. Rob says vice president is a deputy general counsel has been elevated to the role of EVP chief legal officer. He will also report to Hill and join Nike's senior leadership team. Rob is an exceptional lawyer, which, there we go right there. Those hidden people where they have different titles, but they're actually lawyers. So he's an exceptional lawyer and treated advertiser who has consistently demonstrated intelligence in his work for Nike. I'm thrilled to welcome him to our senior leadership team, where his expertise will in value driving over business forward, Hill said. Nike also announced that its chief supply chain officer, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, will now also report directly to Hill as a member of the senior leadership team as the company continues to prioritize speed and efficiency. So there are going to be some changes coming to Nike. One of those it probably won't hit us. These changes probably won't hit us until late next year or year after next, because I feel like they get I feel like they have them on a time clock. All right, we're going to give you guys X amount of time to see what you can do. It says earlier this month, Nike offered mixed results in its first earnings call since the announcing that the CEO, John Donahoe, will step down and be replaced by Elliott Hill. Given the CEO shift, Nike withdrew its guidance for the year and said it would provide a quarterly guidance throughout 2025. So there you go right there, man. So pretty much, we're right at the hour mark coming up on that. So let's talk upcoming sneaker releases, and then we'll wrap things up for tonight. I will say the only major thing, let me put myself back on the main screen real quick. Y'all bear with the kid. Boom. Should be back on the main screen. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all coming in and out. But right now, for the month of November, we got a lot of heat dropping. Oh, I did want to say, which I forgot to mention. If everything go right, I should have that unboxing for y'all next week. For all the people that's been guessing what they think I copped, y'all about to be in a rude awakening. And yes, I'm talking to you, Divine. I'm talking to you, J-Rod. And Manny, borderline talking to you. I'm not upset or anything. I'm saying, I can't wait for you guys to see, not just everybody, but you guys in particular, because y'all all double down and claim the same shoe. So I want y'all to see what it is. I think it's going to catch everybody off guard. And that's my goal, man. Now some stuff is kind of more, it's very easy. But yeah, I definitely should have an unboxing coming for you guys next week. Other than that, I will say those 9s, if everything goes right, I will cop the 9s, but I do have a hectic schedule on the day that they drop. So what most likely is going to have to happen, I'm probably going to just cop on the sneakers if I can. Feel like that's going to be, I would rather mall vlog it, but I already know how that day is going to go. That would be almost impossible to do. Not saying it can't be done, just almost impossible to do. Or depending on what time I have to pick them up after 2. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I want a mall vlogger though, but I don't know. It depends because I'm that confident that nobody's really gonna be checking for them. But those Olive 9s I really want. And if my luck, in a perfect world, what I would really like, if I can catch a W on the Olive 9s and do a mall vlog, and the 14 Black Toes are there, I would cop those too. Just for the hell of it, because I'm already there. It would be like a double win for me and would be better financially for me, you know? But we'll see. I'm just kind of, what they say, you kind of want to speak things in existence. Sometimes just speaking stuff in existence and just a little bit of luck and just putting your time in and just working, man. So other than that, if you don't guys got anything else for me, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for the night. I've been on the joint for like a good hour, which is my goal. About to get back to just chilling and watching some games. Other than that, y'all smash the like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls. Y'all know I'll be back live again on Monday with Music Monday. Y'all know Thugger's home, Thugger's free, and yes, that's gonna be part of the topic, if not the whole topic on Music Monday. But I'll see you guys again on Music Monday. More content on the way, of course. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. Where, we continue to talk for sneakers, sports, music, you name it. We most likely got a section. And if you don't see me post a video about it, most likely it's being talked about over there in the Sold Out Discord. But other than that, man, I'm going to go ahead and get a bye thing and stop rambling, man. I'll see you guys again on Monday with Music Monday. So y'all definitely smash that like button, sub up. If you haven't done so already, of course, my name is Jeremy Jones, and yeah, man, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, got enough I can remember. I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember.